There are 4 parts to the dramatic transformation framework. By the end of this video, if you sell products that are desires and wants, you are going to unlock maybe my only true marketing hack, and it will change the way you write and create copy and create your website, social posts, ads, and emails forever. It is that truly impactful. Introduction.
Keep it up, 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 keep it up.
This is video 15 of posting a video every day in February. I didn't realize I had so much to say. Just kidding. Yes, I did. There are no hacks or like that one button that you can do to hit all of your goals suddenly. I do think there are easier ways, faster ways. And this marketing concept that I'm going to share with you is going to make your marketing easier forever. Why I love the dramatic transformation is that for small business owners who are bringing their products to market, products who fall into the category of wants and desires have to be marketed a different way than products that solve a problem. Hi, my name is Ali Hassan, and I help Shopify store owners with conversion rate optimization and all the marketing for their online stores. If you're new here, I would love for you to hit subscribe. This is one of the most important things you can learn when marketing your products. The problem with traditional marketing is that people are teaching you to tell your potential customers the problems that you solve. And the clients that I work with don't have products that solve problems. The one example that people always go for when they talk about luxury brands, which are usually what people think of as desires and wants. Oh, Louis Vuitton, just look at their marketing. Tiffany, look at their marketing. Apple, look at their marketing. I do think there are easier ways, faster ways. Why I love the dramatic transformation is that for small business owners who are bringing their products to market, products who fall into the category of wants and desires have to be marketed a different way than products that solve a problem, because their customers don't have necessarily a pressing problem or issue that's just going to be solved by their product. If you're using problem-focused marketing language, there's going to be a disconnect between what you're saying and actually addressing that, hey, this is a thing you want. You want it? I know you do. This is how awesome it is. This is going to be how it makes you feel when you buy it. Wouldn't you just love to have that? The mindset that you're going to have when you write your marketing messages using the dramatic transformation is truly going to be from the eyes of your customer. And here's why. It's magical. If you're in the arts and crafts space, the apparel space, any luxury product spaces, custom gifting spaces, selling things that look pretty, selling things that you could go your entire life without buying, I don't think that just because these things are desires and their wants means that marketing should be harder for you. It can actually be way easier with the dramatic transformation. Here are the 4 parts to the dramatic transformation. The first part is identifying the product line. The second part is addressing emotions and motivations. The third part is doing some messaging research. And the fourth part is putting it together into the transformational narrative. Identifying the product line, product suite, your brand. You could do it for each specific product, specific collection of products. Maybe it's for a specific launch, for your flagship product or a bestseller, something that you've really got ingrained into your brain as to why this product is so great. This is where most people understand the difference between features and benefits. Features technically describe the product in front of you, and benefits could be why these features are good. So let's take it a step further. Let's address the emotions and motivations. I usually give the red dress example. In this example, the event doesn't even matter. It's just about the experience of actually obtaining the red dress. In the red dress example, I could hypothetically go to Target or Neiman Marcus to get a dress. I don't mean to say that Neiman Marcus is fancy or Target is not fancy, but here's what the day in the life of the customer is actually going to look like when they want the same outcome, which is the red dress. The day in the life of the version of me is going to Target to get the dress. I'm going to walk in. I could go ahead and get some Starbucks. I'm going to get distracted by the dollar section. I can probably pick up some things I need for school lunches. I also need to get the dog some more treats and pick up some trash bags. I do know that when I go find that dress, I might be able to quickly find something for my husband and daughter at the same time. I'm also thinking about, did I have any returns to make at Target? The experience of getting the dress at Target is going to be a Target experience where more of my life is actually being addressed. So that's the Target experience. In the Neiman Marcus example of getting the red dress, I'm actually planning on the day that I'm going to do it versus the Target example. I could go to Target and be back in 30 minutes. But in the Neiman Marcus example, I have to plan, okay, I'm going to drive for 30 minutes. I'm going to go with my mom and make a day of it. I'm probably going to put more effort into my appearance that day. When I get there, I could expect to explain what I want to somebody and potentially get help or start finding some pieces and they could bring me more. That this day would be more focused on me, exactly what I want versus taking care of the needs of the rest of my daily life. At Neiman Marcus, I know they'll hold it there for me while I spend the rest of my day and I'll come back and pick it up so I don't have to drive it around the mall with me. In that red dress example, my mindset, my feelings, my emotions, my energy levels, the output of attaining the red dress are very different. The end result would be that I got a red dress. You don't know what the red dress costs. You don't really know what brand I got. You don't even know what it was made out of. But when customers are experiencing your store and they're getting their red dress or whatever it is at your store, those are the types of feelings and emotions that I want you to have potentially on the table. It's about where's the customer coming from and where are they going afterward. Those are the emotions, triggers, and motivations that somebody is really experiencing when they're buying a product that doesn't solve a problem. It's a desire. It's a want. Let's talk about research. This is not a scientific research method. It's simply observing anywhere online where there's a form of words coming out of people's mouths. This can be social media, but this could also be Amazon, YouTube. It could be a Better Business Forum. It could be Nextdoor, the app. It could be reviews of things that aren't products, but where your ideal customer might be hanging out online. When we're doing this research, we're looking for the actual words that come out of somebody's mouth when they have these emotions and motivation. I find that telling somebody to go look at the comments on their own social media account is a little lackluster in advice because if you're new to selling your products, maybe your socials are new and you don't have comments there. So this is a time when you would want to look at an aspirational brand. And it doesn't have to be a direct correlation to your products. It could be a brand that your customers are probably also shopping at. If you don't know what that is, where's another brand that you would shop at? And when you're scrolling through the comments, whose comments stand out? Whose comments align with you? Whose comments have the most comments under them? Whose comments have the most heart? Another way to do this is if you do sell in person, think of that customer that just totally sparked your interest and curiosity. And what were some of the words that they were using? What were some of the questions they asked you? So when we do this type of research, you can screenshot, you can have an ongoing Google document with this information. And it's definitely an ongoing process. But if you spend a few minutes today, a few minutes tomorrow, and throughout the rest of the week, I think by the end of the week, you will have identified some patterns in the actual words that people are saying that they could be saying about your product too. So that was step 3. Let's talk about step 4, the transformational narrative. Okay, so we know what products we're talking about. We know emotional triggers and motivations as far as what this buying experience is actually like in the life of your customer. We've done some research on what your people are saying online. Part 4 is putting it all together in the transformational narrative. This is where you're going to think of low lows and high highs in order to get from point A to point B. You are going to write how a customer feels before they have your product. Customer felt this, they were thinking and feeling and experiencing this, and then they got the product and finally they feel this. But the goal is to get it down to 2 or 3 sentences. And that is the paper that you want printed in front of you whenever you dive into your marketing activities. Yay, activities. So point A is the life of your customer without your product. Imagine you're in your refrigerator, you wanted cereal, but you don't have milk. And you're like, I just wish I had milk. This would make everything better right now. There's distress there. It's not the biggest distress most people are going to experience in their life. Think of it as dramatic. And this is why it's called the dramatic transformation. Then in the middle, we have buying the product, getting the product, shipping the product. These are all the things we're used to talking about when it comes to marketing. So to get to point B, this is not about the transformation of your product, your business, or the life of your customer, but that moment of going from without the product to with the product. When they don't have your product, they're in point A and they have thoughts. They might be saying something specific. They're on this journey to make other purchasing decisions and interacting still with the rest of the world and the reality that they live in. They finally get your product and now their life is that much better, specific to how the product has impacted their desires, their motivations, and their emotions. Now that you have the dramatic transformation, this is truly the marketing hack that is going to take you from never knowing what to say on social, struggling to write product descriptions, struggling to write ads or emails or any other way that you put words on a page or on the internet for people to know that your product is what they desire. Instead of starting from zero every time you go to figure out what to say, address the dramatic transformation. The frosting on the cake would be if you take the dramatic transformation and apply it to each phase of the customer journey. But that's a different video. If this was at all impactful for you, I would love to hear about that in the comments. I would really love to hear what your dramatic transformation is for your brand. If you'd like to sell more products, hear more about the dramatic transformation, and absolutely crush your marketing, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video here at Shops That Convert, the channel. I'll see you in the next one. It's magical.